Oh, you did this on purpose.
I did not. You can shuffle. You can 1,000% shuffle. I don't know what this is. Why would I? What is this question that you think that I planted it?
Ideally, how often would you like to have sex per week?
Is that? I swear on our children, I did not stack the deck.
I can answer this for you. Phil would like to have sex 19 times a day. So multiply that by 7.
Which, I mean, to push the odds in my favor, I think I just need to get back into shape. I think that maybe will tip the scales. No, yeah.
But we've been together for 13 years. We have 2 young kids, and we're going through a pandemic. Like, how honest are we getting here?
I would say I wonder what that's like, because I think that I wonder if, like, at the beginning of the pandemic, because there are definitely couples out there that are like, we started having sex more, right? Because close
we're
proximity.
Bored. Yeah.
And I wonder if that's continued, or because that would be an interesting experiment. But I would love to see if there was something I could see the data on. I'd be fascinated by that. But
I also think that dudes have a skewed version of the average women's sex drive, and there's always outliers, right?
Sure, there's everyone's got different libidos.
But if you're a mom with kids, like and you've been married it's so different. It's so different.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm gonna flip it to you.
But I don't think you believe that.
What, 19?
No, I don't think you believe that, like, all women have different sex drives, and it doesn't.
No.
It has nothing to do with the husband.
No, well, I think well,
or the partner.
I'm
sure it does.
I think it's affected in a certain degree, but no, obviously I haven't been with a ton of people, but no, I've been with people that have different interests. Also, it's different because I think that in, like, especially when you're in a relationship that's like 3 to 12 months, I think you're maybe still in that frame of mind where sometimes maybe you do it more because you're like, I don't want this person to think that I don't like them, or maybe you have, like, more insecurities or stuff like that. But yeah, I think you figure out a way to balance everything. But I don't know, 19.
I'm joking. I think if we once a day, you'd be fine.
Yes.
I think ideally for me, it's like 2 times a week, 2 to 3.
2 to 3. Why is that?
I think that's enough.
That includes everything?
What do you mean? Yeah.
Like a one-sided thing as well. Does that count? Is that a half?
The fact that I have
What's
enough.
the math on this?
The math. So if the kids were gone forever.
Like they moved out, got jobs at 5. Okay. Yeah.
No, I think for me, there's so many contributing factors, right? Like,
no, here's the thing, because I wouldn't, the once a day thing, like, on paper, I'm like, yeah, that sounds great. We're in such a weird, like, the stresses that I go through, the real life fucking craziness, the responsibilities, like, it can weigh down. And also, I think my mindset on it has changed as I've gotten older.
Really?
Well, because part of the reason isn't that I have this, like, crazy blah 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 sex drive. I think part of it's also based off of it's how I feel love. I think it's
we have different love languages for sure.
Oh, you're all about that.
But it's also like I'm not saying that Phil has ever said this to me. He's a very understanding person. But it's also me having to remember that is how you feel love.
Sure.
And you have to like, what did I? Oh my God.
I remember.
Am I going to quote John Mayer? I don't want to quote John Mayer. But
your body is a wonderland.
Like, no, love is a verb. Like, it's an action. It's not just a feeling that you can show someone. You have to show someone with your actions. And for me, being so anxious and depressed, it is difficult for me. And that's one of my flaws of many. But it's difficult for me to understand that you don't feel love the same way that I feel love.
Sure.
Like, my love is words of affirmation. And acts of service. Yeah. But I think it's mainly words of affirmation. I'm like, just tell me I'm smart. And it's not even like, tell me I'm pretty. It's tell me I'm smart, or tell me I'm doing a good job.
And I feel like I do that.
Just tell me you're proud of me. That's all you need to know.
I say that.
But also
I think our relationship is very much, and I don't mean that it's like good and bad. We have this flow to us where I feel like, and I think I've talked about it to other people, where I feel like one of us ends up being the more supportive person based off of what we're going through.
Yeah, for sure. But that's how it should be. It shouldn't be
which is rare, because what I will say is it's rare that we never are kind of both down at the same time. And I wonder if it's something in our relationship where we have that support. I don't know.
Well, I think, when was it recently? It was like I was feeling really depressed and then something happened with you. You were worried about something. It was a couple weeks ago. And I could tell that you were starting to go like downward with your mood.
Mm-hmm.
Forget what it was about. But then I kicked into gear of like, okay, Lindsay, you've had your time to be sad, pull it together and like be there for him. And so I think we've over 13 years, we've balanced it really well, I think. And it's like, and you will do the same. Even last Friday, you were a little bit stressed. And then I came in after exercising and after having a very long period of not feeling anxiety or anything, of feeling pretty good. And I just broke down and I couldn't breathe. And you really like, he stopped playing his video games, you guys.
that's how you know it was serious.
Yeah. And I was just like, I can't breathe. I'm so like, just feeling so empathetic towards so many things that are happening. And it helped. And you like stopped everything you were doing that day. But I think it also, we don't rely on each other too much to the point where it feels like I'm always coming to you saying, help me, you know?
And I feel like in that way, it feels like fair may be the wrong word, but it feels like a fair relationship.
Yeah.
Healthy. Because I think if one of us was always like something, it would probably, it would add weight to the relationship.
All off of this one question.
I know.
Wow.